Down in the backwoods of Alabama, there ain't much to do on a Friday night. So, when Billyray saw a glowing orb hovering over his chicken coop, he grabbed his shotgun and hollered, "Not today, you alien sumbitch!" That's when things went sideways. Billyray's Friday night usually involved two things: cheap beer and shooting varmints. But tonight, the varmints had taken a weird turn. His wife, Charlene, came running into the living room screaming about a ghost light over the coop. "Ghost light?" Billyray muttered, tossing his beer can onto the porch. "Ain't no ghost light gonna spook my hens." He grabbed his shotgun, loaded it with shells, and stumbled outside in his stained tank top and boxers. Sure enough, there it was, a glowing orb the size of a watermelon, floating silently just above the chicken wire. It shimmered with a weird energy, like the universe had stuck a disco ball in his backyard. Charlene begged him to come back inside. "Billyray, that ain't natural. It's probably the government or one of them aliens." Billy spat on the ground. "Government, alien, I don't care. Nobody messes with my chickens." Without hesitation, he aimed at the orb and fired. The buckshot hit the orb dead center, and that's when things got weird. The orb didn't explode or fizzle out like a busted light bulb. Instead, it absorbed the shot like it was sucking in energy. The glow turned from white to red, pulsing like a heartbeat. Billy, I think you pissed it off," Charlene whispered, clutching her curling iron like it was a holy relic. Before Billyray could reload, the orb let out a high-pitched screech that rattled the windows. The sky turned a sickly green, and the ground under the coop started to rumble. Chickens went berserk, flapping and squawking like they'd seen the devil himself. Suddenly, the orb shot a beam of light straight at Billyray. He froze, his shotgun clattering to the ground. His body floated a few feet off the ground, his eyes wide and unblinking. "Billy!" Charlene screamed, waving her curling iron like it was going to save him. Then the orb spoke, not in words, but in a deep, vibrating hum that echoed inside her skull. It was as if the thing was annoyed. "Do not attack. We are observing." When it released Billyray, he dropped to the ground like a sack of potatoes. Charlene ran to him, shaking him awake. His eyes fluttered open, but something was off. "Billy, you okay?" He sat up slowly, blinking. Then he opened his mouth, and a strange metallic voice came out. "This specimen is unfit!" Charlene screamed as Billyray stood, jerky and robotic, his head twitching like a broken toy. His eyes glowed faintly red, and he looked at her with a blank expression. "Charlene," he said in his normal voice, "I think I done got possessed." Before she could respond, the orb zipped into the sky, disappearing as quickly as it had come. The chickens? They weren't so lucky. They'd all been vaporized, leaving nothing but smouldering feathers and the faint smell of KFC. Billyray wasn't the same after that night. He stopped drinking, got real into quantum physics, and started muttering things about universal balance and cosmic penalties for ignorance. Charlene left him when she caught him trying to build a spaceship out of a washing machine and duct tape. The orb never came back, but the locals still talk about the night Billyray shot at something he shouldn't have, and every time the sky glows just a little too bright, folks make sure to keep their shotguns holstered, because out in the sticks, even the aliens don't mess around.